Hello, welcome back to our channel. We will be covering concatenation in this class. It will be only concatenation, and I will try to focus on concatenation and nothing else. Let's get started. If you remember last class, we did show a little bit of concatenation, creating labels with steps, but this time I will go into Salaries tab and I will create concatenation with names. Let's add another column after D. For me to do that, I will select E, right-click, Insert. Change this to full name. Now, concatenation means combining two values together. Two or more values together, sorry. So now let's combine our first name and last name and let's create a full name. The first column, we'll name this label, actually, let's name this proper. And we will start by typing equal sign. If you remember, equal sign will make sure that you type formula and it recognizes your formula. I will choose first name first, and I will put and sign. Then I want space between first name and last name. If I don't put space, it will be combined. So let's do without space first. And I will choose last name. If I hit enter, this is great. The table copied our formula to the last row that we have. We don't have to drag our formula down to see what's going on at the last row. It automatically does it for us. Now, but we're missing a space. It doesn't look nice. We will change this. I will start by typing equal sign again. I will choose my first name. I will put and sign. I will open quote, put space, another quote. Anything you put in quotes, it recognizes as it is. So whatever you put there, that's what you will see. And I will put another and. I say too many ands. I will choose my last name. If I hit enter, it puts space in every single line. Again, table is great. If you want to, for some reason, you want to change this to a hyphen, this will put hyphen everywhere. Let's remove hyphen. Now, yeah, that's great. You know, we created a full name, proper version of it, first name, space, last name. But sometimes some softwares will produce names by putting last name, comma, first name. So how would you match that? Let's create another column. We'll insert another column and we will label this full name with comma. Now we'll create last name, comma, first name. Equal sign. We will choose our last name. We will put our and. We'll open quote, comma, close quote, and choose first name. Now there's something missing here. We did not put space after comma, but I just want to show you what's going to happen if you don't and if you do, how your data will look, how your names will look. I hit enter. Now, yes, it created it, but it's not a proper way of writing this full name. So we will fix our formula by coming to this inside the quote after comma and hitting space once. And now we have a good proper last name. Let's create another column. And let's name this full name with formula. Now this full name with formula will be, we were using and sign, but there is a formula in Excel that does that function for us. And we will start with equal sign. The formula is called concatenation. So we'll put CONCAT. Now, as you see, there are two versions of this function. There's concat and concatenate. They're same thing. With versions of Excel, it may change. So you may have concat, you may not have concat. They do the same exact thing. So I'll just use concatenate because that's the common one. I choose that, I hit tab, it chooses the function, and it puts parentheses for me. Now it says to give variables to concatenate, which we want first name. Now here we need to separate each one by comma. So we'll put comma. The next value we want space. Close our quote, put another comma, select our last name. And when I hit enter, as you can see, it's the same exact thing. Now, if you remember, we changed space to dash. Let's do that here too. Let's change this space to dash space. It will create all the names with dash space. This is a concatenation formula. Now, why would you use that? If you, let's say you're creating usernames and you need first initial and last name. I will delete all these columns because we do not need those for now. Let's clear everything. I will delete this column and I will change this to username. I'll introduce one more text manipulation for you that we will be using in the future. This is just an introduction. Don't worry about this for now. We start with equal sign. We type left, which means we will start from the left. We choose our text, first name. Then it's comma. We say how many characters from the left we want. Let's say 1. We close our parentheses. This formula takes L from Lorraine. And we will put and last name. And we have our usernames. Now, I will introduce you one more formula. I know I said that I will not do anything but concatenation, but it is related to concatenation. This, imagine, will be an email username, which needs to be all lowercase. What you need to do then, you need to encapsulate all the formula within another formula, which is lower. Lower means take everything, make it lowercase. And I will close parentheses here. Now everything is lowercase and we have all email addresses for everyone. Let's create an actual email address. I will put my website. Let's say I have 150 employees. I will say and. So we have our username and I will put my company name, agayevconsulting.com. Within the quotes, I hit enter. Everyone has an email address with Agayev Consulting. We're missing something, which is @. Let's fix that. We'll put @. Now we have everyone's email. This is a quick way of manipulating text to come to what you want to do. Again, this is a snapshot of concatenation formula. We will be using concatenation in the future. To clean up for our next class, I will delete this username column, but I will leave full name and I want to change this label from full name proper to just full name. We will be using our full name to compare some information. Thank you very much for joining our channel and listening to this class. Please comment if you have any questions. I will try to answer all the comments and see you next class.